with agreements. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, the matter has been settled by all the parties that are involved, and from this stage we go into then go back to our lawyers to then take this matter forward in terms of the order that has been put, because now it is an interim order, and then we'll interpret it further through our lawyers. But it is a matter that was settled by both parties. It didn't have to go all the way into a trial.
Does this mean that the SABC should broadcast violent protests now again?
Like I have said before, we have never said that we are not going to broadcast violent protests. It is something that was created by people, but let us not get into the merit at this particular stage, because our lawyers will then interpret it further for us.
And with regards to Kaiser, are you guys still challenging the...
We'll issue a statement around it.
Kaiser, there was one point where you disagreed on. Exactly what was the disagreement between the two parties? And can you just explain to us why the SABC disagreed on that point?
No, unfortunately I can't. It was a matter that, because obviously people were settling this matter, therefore it was a to and fro issue around the clauses of what the order should look like. But those issues were settled between the two parties.
And some of the people who were talking here from Helena Foundation, they said that potentially some of the employees that have been released could come back following this.
That is a very different matter altogether, and I always say to people that it is an employer-employee issue, and it will be handled as such. And I always repeat to people that to other people it might be seen as a collective of people, but to us they are just employees, and they will be dealt with in terms of the relationship between the employer and the employee.
Sorry, Kaiser, could you just briefly explain the practical effect of this?
I can't. Like I said, I can't comment any further, except to say that we have agreed, all the parties have agreed, and our lawyers will take us further from there in terms of the interpretation of this matter.
Just for the sake of a layman's understanding, which part of the violent protest we don't cover? We don't cover people in action, or we don't cover the aftermath.
The unfortunate part is I just said that I'm not going to get into that, and you keep repeating the same question again and again. This is an agreement. We are here because of this court, and there's an agreement between all the parties around this issue. And like I said, we've just finished court, and our lawyers will then take us through the whole process so that we then interpret it to the things that you're talking about at a later stage.
Summarize for the sake of